Love and light, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Cleareview. Well, the very first episode of 2021. I could tell you, your girl been just recalibrating. I don't know about y'all, but I don't make these false New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. I just like to, as of late, I just like to creep back into the new year. Like, take my time, like, get grounded, like, figure out what am I focusing on this year, and what have I not completed in the last year. So I've been making really small baby steps into this new year, but you know, I'm here recording this video, and I do have some talks coming up for you within the next 2 weeks. It's been a lot of kind of restructuring and little stuff like that, little small changes with the Cleareview, but bigger and better is definitely coming. But in the meantime, between time, you know, I still gotta make my little talks and my little videos with y'all, because the Cleareview is something that I love so very much, and something that I use not only to express myself, but to plant gems and put out gems that I'm led to speak on. So yeah, that's what this video is about today. You see my hair braided? Hold on. Y'all see that? The woman had the nerve to tell me, because honestly, I wanted to keep my hair short, but I'm like, you know something? I miss hair, and hairs grow. And if you don't want it, you could cut it. Like, it's a thing with it. Like, you ain't gotta keep you stuck. If you don't want it, cut it. If you want it, let it grow. So I'm in this stage right now where I want my hair to grow, and I was like, man, let me get some braids. I go on to one woman. Well, I didn't go to her. I called her, and I was talking to her over WhatsApp, and she was telling me, like, send her a video of my hair and all that good stuff. So I sent her the video, and I'm confident now because I know my hair grow. I've been doing the rice water. I've been doing extra little grapeseed and avocado oil. So I just go in the extra mile to make sure my scalp moisturized and stimulated. And this woman could tell me my hair can't catch. My hair, miss. When I go like this, it's be little hair out. So that means my hair could catch. So she'd hurt my feelings because I didn't say, man, I can't get my hair plait, but I ended up going to another lady who was like, yes, your hair. Now, what you want, like the style you want, you can't get because your hair ain't that long. And I was like, okay, fine, I can't argue with that. But sweetie, my hair can catch. I went right by that woman place, and I was sure I have braids on my hair. But yeah, y'all, I love it, my braids. I've had no hair for like, what, 6, 7 months, and it does feel good, but it also does feel good to have hair again. So yes, the girl all braid up. And I do have my orange roots because my hair was orange blaze on New Year's, and I decided to change it back blonde last minute. Obviously didn't go back blonde. But anyway, guys, thank you for supporting me, everyone who's seen the Cleareview, who heard about the Cleareview. If this is your first time here, or if you're returning, whatever it is, I thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe right now and make sure to like the video. I'm coming today to do a short talk. I'm not going to be here too long, but I always say that. Then I said I'm here long. But anyway, you only remember that. I wanted to talk about something that I struggled with. No, not struggled with before. And even sometimes it can still be a struggle, because when you're calling yourself out on stuff, it ain't never easy. Like when you have to be the one to tell yourself, maybe you need to work on that, or, you know, just when you have to look in the mirror and face whatever that is, it's never easy. Accountability, like, let's talk about what accountability is first, all right? From my opinion. I feel like when you're to be accountable, or accountability is to show your acknowledgement and to show your part and your knowing in whatever the situation is. So, for an example, if I know that I am late for work because I was taking long to do my makeup, but I told my supervisor I was in a lot of traffic, or maybe I lied and say I got in an accident or anything like that. Now, if I just own up to it and say, well, listen, I was late today because I wake up a little late, so I was going behind on my makeup, whatever it is, that's accountability. That's me being accountable for whatever it is that took place, whatever it is that happened. Like, I'm present saying, yeah, this is me. Ownership. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Accountability is ownership of whatever it is. I think I wanted to talk about this topic specifically because I've been seeing too many situations, not in my personal life, but in social media, in celebrity news, and to me, the common denominator keeps coming back as accountability. Like, why aren't these people accountable for their stuff, for the things they do, for the things they say? Why are people not accountable for themselves? And it just really made me think, because one thing I know how to do is check myself. That's why no one could really check me, because I check myself on a daily basis. I try to be as real with myself as possible and try to really figure out. I don't have all the answers, but I am so open to learning and reinventing myself and my mind and my thinking all the time that I never think that I always have all the answers. So I ask myself, like, what was my accountability journey like? Like, when I actually started being accountable for the things that I said, did, actions, whatever, choices, whatever it is, what did that look like? And it looks like what it looks like now. Like, it's just not easy. Because here's the thing, you are the one telling yourself, like, you wrong for that, or yes, you're gonna have to own up to this, and there is gonna be some stuff you have to accept and deal with when this comes together. Like, you may have to face someone you didn't want to face when it's time to be accountable. You may have to say things that you're not prepared to say when it's time to be accountable, but it discredits the accountability when we run from it, if that makes sense. Like, I'll use another situation. Let's say there's a couple who's arguing about something very stupid, don't say stupid, very surface. Like, it only takes like a conversation and the volume to be turned down a bit lower for them to actually understand each other. Let's say both of them are wrong in this situation for whatever it is. This person didn't do this right. Maybe this person didn't do this right. But no one wants to take accountability for their actions. Like, no one wants to say, well, you know what? Well, I could have done that better, or I should have said that, or I should have called, or I should have done this. Like, I had to really ask myself, why is this so hard? And I told myself, I remember I didn't want to take accountability because I didn't want to look like I was wrong. Like, I didn't want to look like I was the bad guy, or I was the one who was wrong in the situation. I didn't want to feel like I failed. I didn't want to feel like I wasn't good enough or let myself down. All of these negative emotions attached to why I should not be accountable is why I didn't be accountable. But another question I had to ask after that question is, does it make sense? Like, does it actually help the situation? Because to me, I'm lying to myself. If I could find an excuse out of every situation I'm in and a reason for anything that I'm in, and I can't find it within myself to be honest with me first to be accountable, then how is it for me? How is it easy for me and comfortable for me to be accountable for somebody else? Accountability has to start with you. You have to be able to tell yourself and call yourself out on something that maybe, and this is also what I've learned, accountability is also a part of not being ready to hear certain things, because sometimes people people do mirror us. People mirror us, especially people we're close to. They can mirror us, like they are reflections of us, or sometimes projections. If someone calls you out on something, and that takes for you to come inside here first and say, I gotta be accountable for this, that does not feel good. Because if you feel like someone is attacking you, or you feel like they're telling you what to do, you just feel like someone is coming for your head when they're really not. I feel like that's how I used to feel when it was my time to take responsibility and accountability in whatever this action was. I didn't want to feel like I was wrong, because I didn't know how to look at myself after that. But I think the thing what we need to realize is a part of growth is being accountable. Like, you're not always going to be right about things. You're not always going to have the answers. You're not always going to be pleasing to everybody. And that's the thing. That's another thing for me. I wanted to look like all of my stuff was together. Like, I wanted to present myself like not perfect, but like I wasn't flawed, and everyone is full of flaws. And I was running from that accountability, and the only thing I had to do is first do it myself. This is what this video is about, because I don't know if it's you, or maybe you in a situation where you're not being accountable for something, or someone isn't being accountable for something. No matter what it is, the truth is the truth, and the fact is the fact. No matter if someone wants to be accountable, if it's a fact in that situation, no matter if they're claiming it or not, it's still there. Accountability just makes it easier to step in that truth and walk in that reality to try to fix or repair whatever it was. You cannot think that you are never wrong. If you are someone who thinks that they are never wrong or never responsible for something, then you do have an accountability issue. And the only place that can be fixed is within yourself. The only person who can fix that is with you. If you can't have the honest conversation with yourself to say, I did drop the ball on that. Now, I know it's going to be a journey to fix it, but I'm willing to fix it because I am the one who called myself out on it. And guys, everything that you do in this life, you do for yourself. I always preach this because this is how I live my life. People are going to benefit off of your truth and your honesty, and you live in your best version. Yes, they will benefit off of it because we're social creatures. We have to communicate and socialize with people. So obviously, after you've done your work, they're going to benefit off of it. But no, you benefit off of it and your life just changes for the best. It's okay to not be perfect at this. It's okay to be struggling in this particular area. It's okay to say, I failed, or hey, I did this, I'm sorry. Especially if it's a lie, okay? Or any kind of mix-up. That's the worst thing. You could imagine being in especially with someone you love. You can imagine being in a back and forth or mix-up with someone that you love, and they cannot for the life of them take accountability, meaning in the part or role they played. No matter how big or small in their mind, they may think that role is, like, it doesn't matter, you played a role in this. And sometimes, guys, the acknowledgement of accountability is the apology, you know. Like, sometimes that's all people need, like, just to be able to move on and move past it. Like, he acknowledged that they did this. They apologized. Okay, thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you for taking accountability in what you did without pointing the finger towards somebody else. So, this is what this video is about. I want us to start, I always say challenge, because that's the word it really is. I'm going to stick with that word. I want us to challenge ourselves more to be accountable for things. Yes, I did that. Did you hit that door down? Yes, I did. Did I mean to do it? No, but I did it. I did it. It's me who did it. Take accountability and responsibility for your actions, no matter how good or bad they are. Only you can take that. Because you see, the thing is, and I'm going to leave now. We're 9 minutes. Okay, going on 13 minutes. I'm going to leave now because I'm going to wrap it up. Accountability helps you move forward, helps you grow on and move past things that once burdened you or that once let you down, or maybe that you disappointed your own self in something. Accountability is one of the checks on the growth list that helps you move on past something. Because if you really know deep down within yourself that you did something, but you still don't want to take accountability for it, I want you to know it's still there. It's still there. That turns into something else. See, accountability turns into resentment. It can turn into anything negative if we don't deal with it, because it's a truth that's laying here, but it's a truth that's not been told throughout your mouth and then to the person who may need to hear it. But it doesn't always matter to me about the person who needs to hear it. It's all about you and you being honest and keeping it 1,000 on what the situation is that you're in, how to be accountable, how to be truthful, so this don't hold you down no more. So this isn't a burden, and so this could be something that you could move on from. Like, Lord knows it wasn't easy saying, Pia, you failed. Like, girl, it was you. Not them, it was you. It was actually you. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it, because that means I'm forced now to look within. That means I'm forced now to deal with whatever is on the other side of accountability, which is truth, but it can be hard sometimes because it takes introspection like anything else. But accountability takes introspection. Guys, be accountable for your actions. If you have the willpower and the courage and whatever else inside of you to do it, be accountable for it. Take ownership over it. Stop giving your issues and your burdens onto other people, making it their issues. Stop doing that. Own up to your stuff and be accountable for yourself and your actions. All right? This was the Cleareview. I I had to say it. I had to say it like that. That's the way it came out. That's the way I received it. So that's how I have to give it to you. And hold people accountable for not being accountable. But the only way you could do that is if you are the one being accountable as well. All right? We should never just preach something we're not practicing. I tell myself this all the time. And even before I do these videos, I always pray and ask God for that same thing. Like, remind me to take my own information and use it and apply it to my life as I would encourage to other people. Yeah. So this was the Cleareview once again. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I have so much good content coming for y'all. Trust me, your girl I've been doing some things. Like I said, it's been a little transition with the Cleareview, but on to greater and better.